Hey everybody, Carey Conley coming to you live on Monday at 5 p.m. Arizona time. How's everybody doing?
Carey Conley is a successful speaker, mentor, and author from Denver, Colorado. Her goal is to help people create their own authentic vision to lead more joyful, successful lives and businesses.
The past 2 weeks, so I'm thrilled to be back in Arizona.
Carey had the picture-perfect family. She married her high school sweetheart, Ross, and had 2 wonderful kids, Cole and Laurel. It was picture perfect until tragedy struck 5 years ago.
My dad passed away. He committed suicide. And so that was a huge change for us. Very much blindsided, came out of nowhere, and pretty much uprooted everything that we knew in our life, definitely.
Because we were all affected by it. It was all such a shock. And sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, we just had to, we had a lot we had to do really fast. Like I just told you a minute ago, Cole had just accepted the job with Channel 12. Sorry.
Do you want to take a moment? Okay, let's take a moment.
With time and the power of faith, Carey, Cole, and Laurel pushed on with their lives. Carey moved to Arizona, where Cole had just landed a job with the local NBC affiliate as a video producer, and Laurel was off to Oklahoma to finish up college.
We were starting to see how our future was going to be really different than what we envisioned. Especially because Laurel at that point was coming out of college and probably going to be starting her life, eventually getting married. Same thing with Cole. And so that whole picture of what our family was going to look like changed a lot. Mm-hmm. So it was more about how we were going to create a new future than worry about it.
Carey says suicide was an open topic for the family. They often discussed it to support each other and to heal.
We didn't want to hide it. We absolutely didn't want to bury it if any of us needed to talk it out. Like Laurel has expressed, she really needed to be in a place where she could talk to other people about it. I processed more internally, but amongst us as a family, we did talk a lot about it.
I think it also became a conversation for us to wrap our mind around suicide. We had to talk it through externally for us to have that conversation and to realize what we had just gone through, because we hadn't experienced it before. Right. And it also became that topic for us to learn how to talk to other people about it and to maybe have those better conversations, because before my dad had passed away by suicide, for us to have a conversation with somebody else about that wouldn't have been a reality.
Right.
So we tried to become those people for other people as well.
Soon after the passing of their father, their family would endure another heartbreak.
So 3 years later, Cole also took his life, very out of the blue, didn't see it coming, and it again shifted our life a lot. We had to readjust. Another new family structure for Laurel and I. Yeah.
How was Cole, his personality?
Cole was very, I joke that he was the complete opposite of me. So I enjoy talking frequently. I love to talk, and Cole was kind of always that quieter, more intuitive, very creative kind of person.
Introspective.
Yes. He really saw things for how they were, especially the world, really saw the beauty in the world and people. And I guess comparing him to me, I'm very quick to make decisions, and Cole would really think through things. He was kind of that very much a thinker. Loved to think.
Yes. Processed. Didn't need to talk a lot. He would rather listen, take it all in. If he had something to say, it was because it was important. He was super creative, very visually creative. He could see something and craft a story around it. Loved people, loved being around people. Even though he wasn't as much of a talker as Laurel is, he absolutely loved bringing people together.
Cole was just that, a smart, caring person with a fascinating work ethic. Cole was also one of my closest friends.
According to the CDC, nearly 45,000 people died from suicide in 2016. That's one death every 12 minutes. It is the second leading cause of death for people 10 to 34 years of age.
Unfortunately, it's such an epidemic right now. We've had to learn how to process it and understand what happened so that we can now be somewhat of a hope for other people, unfortunately, if they encounter this, and journey through it and get to the other side as best they can.
Recently, Carey and Laurel decided they would write a book together about their family story.
And it's not so much to tell our story for anyone to ever feel bad or for
Right.
any sort of sympathy behind it, but really
Right.
to hopefully be relatable, because we've come to realize how big of a deal mental health is in our world, and sharing our story, but also to share the stories throughout it that we've learned and the experiences, and adding even questions throughout the book that people can ask themselves so that they can go through the book, read our story, and if they can relate to it, get to the end of a section and ask themselves a question about it so that they can really start having that internal conversation and hopefully with other people as well.
I've been doing this for almost 26 years. And vision was a big piece of what I would help people get down on paper, because it fixes a lot of surface level problems. Time management, making more money, getting more focused. But now it's a much, much deeper level. Now it's about me helping get people to realize not just their vision for their life, but their purpose. Because I believe that most people right now don't really understand that they have a calling, and they get a little lost. And for people who can't maneuver through life easily, that can be pretty detrimental. So what I want to do now is point people not only to their vision, but I want to help them uncover their purpose, to give them that hope and that anchor in all the storms in their life.